Hello everyone, Adam here, and bringing you another Batman Arkham Asylum video. This time we're going to be looking at some interesting details in the game. Now we're going to start with something small. Right before you fight Bane, there's actually a hidden Riddler challenge right there on the table where you get to see Bane's bear. And the reason this is pretty cool is because you're going to fight Bane next. He's the next boss battle, so Rocksteady does this thing where they hint the next boss battle if you look close enough. Now the next one is dealing with Scarecrow's gas. Before each of his situations, you can actually see the gas appear and Batman will cough, showing that he's been infected with the toxin. Now in the original game, I never noticed this because it's very hard to see the gas, but in the HD remake, you can actually see it much more clearer. So every time Scarecrow is about to appear, you'll get to see the gas appear and Batman will visibly cough. Another cool detail is when the first time you get infected with Scarecrow's toxin, Batman will actually have glowing red eyes to make himself seem more demonic. It's actually a pretty cool detail to make him show that Scarecrow views Batman as a villain, as do all his other villains, but it could be because of the filter they use across the game screen during this sequence, but to me it's pretty cool and something I didn't notice again until I replayed the game in the HD remake. Also, during these terrifying sequences, Batman will occasionally flash into Scarecrow's avatar. It's for only a second, but if you're not paying attention, you can easily miss it. Another cool detail is during the final sequence between Scarecrow and Batman, you can actually see that the skip B button has turned into skip J because you take control of Joker during this sequence, and it's a very cool detail that they swapped out. I don't know how you can skip this scene because there's no J button. Another cool detail, if you enter the visitor center before you're supposed to, you'll actually see what appears to be a mannequin of Joker. In reality, that's actually Joker who's just screwing with Batman. He has a television screen on, and he's literally just there taunting the Dark Knight.
So, Bats, I was thinking, you really could use a friend in here. Someone to talk to, share secrets with. Shall we start with the big one? Who is that behind the mask? Why do you feel the need to go out into the world and fight people like me? Do you really think you can win? We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I know I have. Surprise! Everyone always said I should be in television. You don't want to miss this, really. It'll be a blast.
Now, one of the biggest plot twists during Batman Arkham Asylum is that you learn that the doctors and the administration in Arkham Asylum have been using prisoners as test subjects for Titan unknowingly for Joker, and during the medical facility you can actually see prison body parts submerged in Titan formula, hinting to this big plot twist early on into the game. Another cool detail involves Killer Croc. When you go to Cash in order to find out how to unlock the sewer, he'll tell you that they just dump meat down there in order to appease Killer Croc and make sure he gets fed and forget about him. You can actually find the meat locker where they store the meat and dump it down into his sewer system if you look to the right side before you enter the catacombs. Now, Batman will fight a lot of henchmen and Titan soldiers throughout Arkham Asylum, and interestingly, everyone that Batman fights is still breathing. Their chest is inhaling and compressing the entire time after they get knocked out, showing that Batman didn't kill any of them and they're still very much alive. Now, the last interesting detail we'll explore is the Titans themselves. Everyone who is infected with the Titan gets these glowing green eyes, showing that they've been completely consumed by the toxin. But when Batman gets infected by Joker, his eyes never change, whereas we see that Joker almost immediately changes his eye color to glowing green, showing that he completely got consumed by the Titan formula but didn't resist it at all, whereas Batman completely resisted it. It's a cool detail that I don't think a lot of people would notice, and I certainly didn't notice until I started to say, well, Joker's eyes turns green, but Batman's eyes never turn green. And seeing that Rocksteady put a huge level of emphasis on eye color, such as determining whether you're in detective mode or not, or the Scarecrow detail I shared, it's clear that this was intentional. So those are some interesting details about Batman Arkham Asylum that I found. If you have any more, leave them in the comments below. Also check out my Easter egg video, my walkthrough, and my no damage boss walkthrough. So until next time everyone, stay awesome.